teacher.
I keep paying the time.
Lance Funston, the rookie of rookies, takes another big pot here at the feature table. He's smiling, and the master, though, not quite so happy. And speaking of poker faces, this is about as serious as we've seen Lance Funston look all evening. We are after the flop. Michael Kessler has flopped a club flush against 3 other players. Funston on the club draw bets 5,000.
And Men the Master, 6-time World Series bracelet winner, seems exasperated by his pupil, Funston, who's in his 2nd tournament ever.
Men folds his hand, and now the 5,000 chip bet to Kessler, who has a queen-high club flush.
Kessler was a World Series rookie in 2005, and in his first main event ever, finished 17th.
He says raise. It's Funston who's been putting the heat on everybody, and now Kessler wants to turn the tables on Lance Funston. And he makes it 10,000. You see Salzberg fold his pocket 4s, and now the action to Lance Funston with a raise to him.
Funston has top pair and a flush draw.
You're 10, and I'm going to raise 5.
He re-raises.
Well, Funston incorrect again. If the bet's 10, he's got to raise at least 10. But in this case, Kessler doesn't even have 5,000 chips left.
Game 5. Put it down. 5 more. Okay.
This is going to put Kessler all in for less than 5,000.
You hear Kessler make the call, so this is our degree all-in moment. Michael Kessler at risk, but he's leading in his hand with a queen-high flush.
30.
32, 33, 34, 25.
My chips are all going.
Funston going to school again.
Hey, I just helped you out, okay? All right, it's already over.
Well, he made it a little quicker to lose his chips. Kessler, a 2-to-1 favorite as we go to the turn for his tournament life.
Michael Kessler has the lead going to the turn. The turn is a 3 of hearts. He's still good.
Kessler needs to avoid a club on the river. A club would give Funston a better flush, and Kessler would be gone.
And now the river card. Oh, the 4 of clubs. Funston gets the winning flush on the river and knocks Kessler out.
Are you kidding me? Funston now is our official Sleeping with Angels Rookie of the Year.
Wow, what a tough beat for Kessler, who flopped a queen-high flush, only to have the hand taken away by the rookie Lance Funston on the river. Funston should find a Powerball card to play somewhere in this town. Will call as well now to Lance Funston,
who's in the big blind.
7-5 of clubs. He checks his options.
I may have communicated a certain amount of weakness by checking, but it can happen in the best of families.
5-7 deuce, 2 pair for Lance Funston.
Funston just went from worst to first. We've seen him do it repeatedly, Lon. I believe if he jumped out of a plane without a parachute, he'd land on his feet.
With aces. Happy suit bets 1,500 to Funston.
Okay. I'm going to raise.
Of course.
Okay. So.
Check it out.
5,000 is the raise from Funston.
He's getting better at the raise thing.
The one thing I do like about it, though, he doesn't alter his raise based on his cards. It's a nice, consistent raise. You don't get to tell that way.
Exactly.
Probably folding the best hand.
Now he's folding the second best hand.
Buffington and Panya Singh fold.
I'm going to call you very fast.
Have you sued? Waste no time.
I'm going to get some chips back. This is good. This is excellent.
So heads up to the turn. Funston in the lead. 8 of diamonds on the turn now.
I check.
Check from Happy Sued,
who has a pair of 7s.
How many more would you be willing to give me back? Maybe 5 more? That's not a lot. You got a big stack.
It's like a margin bet or something. All right. Another 5,000 from each as we go to the river.
And Funston knows he's getting those chips back.
River card is the 10 of diamonds.
I'm assuming it's him.
Yeah.
He's,
Funston does have the best cards.
Well, that's a helpful tip. It's always the guy after the button that goes for it.
That's a helpful tip. He's turning into a pool shark, like missing shots on purpose so he can get guys come over to play him.
Sure.
Abusud checks.
All in, whatever he's got.
Oh! Lance
In
pushes.
other words, just say all in.
Lance has seemed just too comfortable this entire hand.
What do you got, Phil?
Yep.
Look, just a few chips. It's plastic. Okay?
That'll knock him out of the hand, that guy.
Where we have the table leader, Lance Funston, over 96,000 chips. John Jawanda has a little more than average, 33,650. The short stack is Leo Walker. And those are the whole cards of Scott Fishman, pocket tens. Fishman with almost 14,000 chips. And he makes a raise to 1,000.
Is that a raise? You know what I mean?
Over to Lance Funston.
That is a raise.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll be kind and say that Lance is still learning the game.
I
And
think
tormenting everyone else.
I'm just going to see the
Flop.
Is that what that thing's called? That three-card thing.
Ace 5 of clubs brings Funston into the pot, so he'll be heads up against Fishman.
You need a little help, man. If all you get is the ante, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, we got to build you up to
Appreciate that.
the burn and the flop. There we go.
Here comes our flop. Queen, 6, 6, Fishman's 10, stand up to the flop.
Maybe they changed.
I think Lance Funston might be part of some type of government experiment, Lon, to test the mental and physical health of professional poker players.
Fishman bet 800. Well, whatever he's doing, it's working.
I'm going to raise again.
As usual.
Is little purple and three blacks. And she liked
Still
that.
learning the value of the chips, too.
And we're going to take a couple of orange guys, and we're going to put it out there with it. This is the race.
Well, as you said, Lon, it is working.
Well, you're not scaring me.
He keeps raising with the worst hand, and his aggression pays off sometimes.
Call him 2 orange.
A 2,000 chip raise is called by Scott Fishman, and he's in good shape going to the turn. Turn card is another 6, so Fishman now is a full house.
Check you, Lance.
Fishman checks.
I wouldn't bluff. Bluffing's not a good option here.
Let's build up your pot. 5.
He likes to bet. 5,000 now to Fishman.
You know, I'll bet you Funston was a terrific Candyland player as a child.
What do you got, Lance? You got a queen?
I don't know much at this point in my career, but I don't think I'm supposed to tell you what I have. I think
Yeah,
you're
you're
supposed to
right.
pay to see what I have.
Well, I'm thinking about doing that.
Can't make that decision for you.
Funston has Fishman on the defensive, and Fishman has the best hand.
You want me to call the clock on you and make it easy for you? So you have to. It's up to you. I don't care. If I'm taking too much time going, you call the clock.
Well, they are going to put a clock on Scott Fishman.
You got a decision. Thank you.
I thought I was the only one that could do that.
Now, if Funston's wrong, anybody at the table can call for
I
a
don't
clock
think
on a
that-
player.
You got all the time you want.
Funston didn't, but he does have Fishman rocking in his chair, literally.
Hell, I'd take forever. Why call it, you know?
I'm going to call the clock on you, too, if you keep taking forever.
Fishman was actually helping Funston when they were at the featured table with his game, and now it's come back to bite him.
Well, the dilemma for Fishman now is that
Don't know what to do with this hand.
he would have to put in half of his remaining chips to call this.
Just don't know what to do with this hand.
Time running out on Fishman.
I sympathize with Scott. How do you figure out Funston? He's a Rubik's Cube with chips.
A lot of chips.
Not many hands beat Scott.
He folds.
Show it, please. One time. You got to show it, please. I'm curious. We're going to see it on TV anyway. Come on.
Will he show?
Please.
Show the queen of 6. He does. Oh, Fishman is 6.
Curiosity kills cats and no limit hold'em players. And when Scott sees that again on TV, Lon, he's going to start rocking again all over.
At 10.
Scott Fishman missed a big chance, but he got pushed around.
I love this having a lot of chips.
Oh, you're a bully.
Lance Funston's learned a lot about big stack poker in a short time. Sai Fanyan Seng has Queen Jack, and he is in the pot, calling the big blind. Now Lance Funston. Lance has premium